Hey, what's up everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing another video on Sao Paulo. For those of you that were not so happy about the video of yesterday, truth to be told, the video yesterday on Sao Paulo was more like a documentary also on other aspects of the city, not only the landscape and the beauty, so to speak. So it went also a little bit into the origin of certain problems, and of course that creates a little bit of discussion, especially when politics is involved. So anyway, today you sent me, so actually a bunch of you sent me this video from Expedia. I hope it doesn't get blocked. We're just doing a review reaction. You can go subscribe to the channel of Expedia, do their travel guide videos. Super nice, super awesome. Let's go together, check this out. Let's see Sao Paulo through other lenses, literally.
Sao Paulo in southeast Brazil is the most populous city in the southern hemisphere and one of the biggest on the planet.
I got that.
This once modest missionary outpost has grown out to become the country's economical and cultural powerhouse. Welcome to the fascinating city of Sao Paulo.
Oh man, look at this. I look at those pictures, so nice and colorful and sunny days. I'm like, okay,
This
fine.
is the city, fondly known as Sampa.
Sampa.
These are the locals, who call themselves Paulistanos. And this is what brings
Paulistanos. I like that. Sampa Paulistanos. Look at those nice shots. Really nice. Of course, they focus more on the beauty B-rolls, but yeah, that's also a nice way to see
out their
some
passion.
monuments.
Strong coffee, named cafezinho,
Cafezinho.
which they call futebol. And of course,
What is that futebol? What is that futebol? Cafezinho. I like that. Cafezinho por mí. Para mí. I have to do something like that. I have to make a shirt for me. And the futebol sounds awesome. It's sounds like what you call your dear ones, your girlfriend or your boyfriend, depending on whatever. Like futebol, fuchi. Can I have a little coffee? Okay, I'll do it myself. I apologize. Like that. Start. That's awkward.
Carnival. Sao Paulo may not have Rio's famous beaches, but it makes up for it in culture. In this energetic and creative city, you can enjoy the cool escape of nearly 100 museums and taste flavors from all over the world in some 20,000 cafes and restaurants. Because Sao Paulo is so incomprehensibly big, it helps to start at the very beginning of its history.
Oh, nice flowers,
The
man.
botanical gardens in Parque do Estado near the airport preserve some of the Atlantic rainforest that covered much of the Brazilian coast.
Nice. That I like.
The landscape was transformed when the Portuguese arrived on a mission to convert the native Amerindians to the Catholic faith. Stand on the very spot where
Fucking missionaries, eh?
the city was founded by Portuguese Jesuits in 1554 at the Patio do Colégio in the old city center. The location of their main church, the Praça da Sé, now houses the neo-Gothic Metropolitan Cathedral with its Renaissance dome, which was modeled on that of the Cathedral of Florence in Italy.
Very nice Gothic church, I have
In
to
the
say.
17th century, Sao Paulo grew exponentially when a gold rush attracted miners to the region. Next came African slaves who were imported to work in the sugarcane and coffee plantations.
Wow,
The
poor
19th
people.
century brought more Europeans, and the Japanese followed in the 20th century. The resulting melting pot of cultures is the pulsing engine that now drives Brazil's economy. The city's oldest district, Centro, has been home to Latin America's largest stock exchange since 1890. While just across the street is the richly decorated lobby of the former State Bank's headquarters, the Altino Arantes building.
Wow.
3 miles
Nice buildings. Sometimes they're a little heavy, those buildings, but I also like those buildings from the 50s and 40s. They have a very peculiar also Art Nouveau touch to it, which was present throughout Europe, starting from France. Stile Liberty, Art Nouveau, in English, what is it, like, oh god damn it, now the word doesn't come to mind. Art Deco. Art Deco. So, big city, man. Absolutely huge city. Through the lens of course, a travel company, it's super nice, bright, colorful, sunny. So you get the really sense of like, I'm gonna buy a ticket right now and go there. So that's why I said it's also interesting to see, a little bit different takes on a place, like everywhere else, of course, like everywhere else. But this is super nice.
To the south, Avenida Paulista was built on the wealth of the first coffee barons. As the country's financial artery and one of the city's main thoroughfares, the boulevard pulses with the energy of about 1.5 million pedestrians per day.
Wow.
Apart from investing
I like that, like a rooftop garden. That's awesome.
in its financial economy, Sao Paulo also has a policy of boosting its creative economy, making the city one of Brazil's most exciting cultural hubs.
That I like.
The Avenida Paulista is home to the gravity-defying Sao Paulo Museum of Art. Inside, view paintings by acclaimed European masters such as Van Gogh, Raphael, and Picasso, as well as Brazil's own leading artists.
Very cool.
This remarkable museum belongs to the people, and it was the wish of the architect that her modernist design would return the same amount of public space that it borrowed, leaving the square underneath open for public enjoyment.
I don't know like how you feel about this thing. I understand it's like, with the structure like this that basically props it up from the ground. Basically it's leaning on those 4 huge columns, which is pretty amazing actually, that this all like it's free throughout the middle here, or there is also columns, because that's pretty remarkable. Okay, if this goes also, the spine goes all the way from top, so that's also the part that it's basically like holding the floor, I suppose. Look wise, I don't know, doesn't look particularly beautiful, but like being just a rectangle, like this, three-dimensional, of course, you use the most space, and of course underneath you can use the space to go. But then again, if there was 2 floors, you would have had more museum. I'm just saying, maybe an inside garden doesn't look very appealing to walk underneath in between the traffic there, but
Finance and creativity go hand in hand at the Banco do Brasil, a historic financial institution that hosts one of the city's most prominent cultural centers.
nice.
In
Another
a city
Picasso.
that sees more than 1 million cars crisscrossing hundreds of miles of interconnected highways each and every day, the
Looks like
pedestrianized
really like a big American city, like with the highways. I've said that yesterday too. That's like super crowded, man.
Viaduto Santa Ifigenia is a breath of fresh air.
Nice.
This Art Nouveau viaduct links
Lovely.
the old center to the new center. Tour the nearby century-old Municipal Theater, a Beaux-Arts building dedicated to ballet, opera, and other stage shows.
Very
The ornate
lovely
theater was
old-fashioned.
inspired by the famous opera house Palais Garnier in Paris.
Of course. Paris was inspired by Rome, and of course it's neoclassical style, but very nice, actually very lovely monuments, and it's actually great that they're in use,
Find more cultural attractions to the north in the Jardim da Luz district. The historic Julio Prestes train station has been
nice.
transformed into an esteemed and elegant cultural center. While touring the grand halls of this monumental building, don't miss the Sala São Paulo, a massive wood-paneled concert hall with an adjustable ceiling.
Wow.
The resulting acoustics are said to rival those of the famous concert halls of Vienna and Berlin.
Oh, that would be nice.
Nearby is the oldest art museum in Sao Paulo.
That would be really nice to see a concert in there and the acoustic.
the Pinacoteca do Estado. Take your time here, because in this beautifully renovated School of Arts and Crafts, you can admire nearly 9,000 pieces, including many priceless Brazilian collections. There is no better place to experience Brazil's culinary
This I
culture
love.
than the nearby Mercado
Markets of
Municipal.
fruit and veggies. Look at how beautiful this looks. I love this. I'll be every day here buying my fruits and veggies. Every day. I mean, when I see this video, I'm like, okay, I'm going. The video of yesterday, because also deals with issues and stuff and wasn't really focusing also on the nice B-roll shots of the city, wasn't super enticing, I have to say. So, but this, maybe it's leaning on the other side of the spectrum, is trying to focus too much on the beauty and the color and the saturation of the images. But still, like, when I see this, I'm like, wow, I like this city.
With its
I think I could
delicious
function in
displays
there.
of homegrown fruits, cheeses, meats, and other local specialties.
I could definitely continue to make videos and being a YouTuber and everything from Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's super awesome, man.
Find a table on the mezzanine level to look down on the hustle and bustle and admire the richly decorated windows of this impressive market hall.
Wow, beautiful. Beautiful market hall.
An eye-catching building of a completely different kind is the Ibirapuera Auditorium,
I don't like it.
designed by Brazil's prolific architect Oscar Niemeyer. It's part of Ibirapuera Park in the south of the city.
Sorry, I don't like it.
While in the park, visit the
This I
Museum
like.
of Modern Art and the Afro-Brazil Museum, or simply join the locals in the city's favorite playground. Sao Paulo wouldn't be a Brazilian city if it didn't have an arena devoted to the nation's biggest sports heroes. In the Pacaembu Stadium, soccer legends such as Pelé, Ronaldo, Romario, and Ronaldinho are on show in the highly interactive exhibits of its football museum.
Well, I assume also
A short drive to the west
other legends from other football teams have played there, right? I'm sure from, like, I don't know, both inside football. I don't follow football, but you know, between national and international teams fighting, like, you know, playing against each other.
of the stadium is Vila Madalena. Shop for unique souvenirs in one of the colorful stores or have lunch with the locals. The neighborhood is as famous for its little shops and art galleries as for its marvelous street art. Some of these
Nice.
artists have since made a name for themselves on a world stage. Having risen above its humble beginnings as a missionary outpost in an uncharted land, Sampa is not only Brazil's economic powerhouse, but also the guardian of its priceless, intangible assets. It's a city of culture, creativity, hospitality, and
Man,
art.
looks like it's always summer there.
Sao Paulo today rides a wave of positive
I mean, if I see this, I'm literally like, okay, from now on, 3 months a year, Sao Paulo. Like, I love the vibe. Actually, I think it's the season are the other side, right? Because Sao Paulo should be below the equator, so probably the season are reversed, which it makes it even more awesome if you like want to spend the sort of spring, summer there in the winter here. Makes total sense.
energy into the future and is truly a destination that is much greater than the sum of its parts.
Nice. Alright, Expedia, thank you so much for the ride. And now I'm already buying a ticket. God damn it. Guys, thank you so much also for the suggestion. If you wanted me to do more videos like this, let me know. It was a ton of fun also to look at the more beautiful side of the city. And also if you want me to review more cities, send other videos. Hopefully, you know, they stay up, they don't get blocked. And also you can subscribe to Expedia channel there and watch the video, the original video and other videos. You can also watch other videos to help my channel if you want. And I'll see you later. You take good care of yourself. Ciao.